Student learning is at the core of what we do in the North Shore School District. The instructional decisions we make must be grounded in a positive learning outcome for students. V. Robinson conducted an analysis of school-level efforts that have a statistically significant association with increased student achievement. He found that having clear goals regarding student achievement and effective instruction are among the most powerful actions schools can take. Tom Bellamy spoke to us about the characteristics of highly reliable organizations. What does this mean for our schools and district? What layers need to be in place to reach all students? If student achievement is the criterion for district and school success, and if effective teaching is a necessary condition to this end, then the focus of our work becomes more clear. Concrete and specific learning goals must be established and assessed. Common assessments give us information about student progress towards the learning goals. Gaps in student achievement signal a need to adjust instruction for the student.
So, how do we do this? Instructional goals for student learning have been established by our state and the Common Core state standards. They define the essential knowledge, understanding, and skills students need to be college and career ready. The state and national standards guide the selection of curriculum, inform an instructional framework, and define assessment. From this foundation, school districts need a curriculum framework. In our district, this is defined by the curriculum refresh cycle and established CMAC procedures. An instructional framework. This work in our district is guided by Performance Measure 2.1. Increase the capacity and utilization of effective instructional practice. In our district, we're exploring the Fisher-Fry gradual release of responsibility model. An assessment framework. This work in our district is guided by Performance Measure 1.1. Build a comprehensive district assessment plan. Common assessments in each content area are embedded into the curriculum refresh project and, along with state assessments, provide evidence of student learning. And finally, a professional development model. This work in our district happens through professional learning communities, content curriculum updates, and classes offered through PD Place.
We are focused on establishing a system of support that helps us foster and continue to develop effective pedagogical habits to be drawn upon any given day to address any given student's learning gap. We can produce, through collaboration, a shared body of professional knowledge and strategies that teachers can apply to address real-world learning issues in their classrooms. One of these strategies is common instructional language, defining and using agreed-upon way of describing and discussing effective teaching. Fisher and Fry, through the gradual release of responsibility, provide some of that language for us. Students who hear the same instructional language from teachers, other students, and administrators at all levels across the school district will be more successful in reaching learning goals.
You might be asking yourself, as a professional, how does this affect the work I do with my students? Bob Marzano asked himself this same question. He recognized that teachers are giving up some independence in order to increase student achievement. He wondered, what's in this school improvement work to inspire teachers? So he studied the research on job satisfaction, and he found some key things that are necessary for a satisfying work life. Work at something complex, difficult, and challenging that you can get better at over time. Affect people in a positive way. Be part of a group working together toward a common goal. Have some level of autonomy to allow for creativity in your daily work. While schools need to address the unique needs of their students, it is also true that each school must operate as a well-functioning component of a larger system. It is the larger system, the district working collectively with stakeholders, that establishes the work of schools within the district. This common work provides a progression of learning for students across their K-12 experience and is the glue that holds the district together.
As classroom experts, teachers determine many aspects of the district's student learning continuum. Teacher teams select district instructional materials for CMAC approval. They develop the scope, sequence, and pacing guides aligned to standards, and teacher teams develop district common assessments and scoring rubrics. In this way, we develop a system where classroom teachers can confidently build upon the good work of previous year's teachers. Within this system of aligned curriculum, instructional language, and assessment, an element of autonomy and flexibility at the school and classroom level must exist in order for teachers to respond quickly and effectively to the individual needs of their students. All educators know that teaching is very complex work. It's a thinking person's job, and you cannot follow a cookbook. It is what teachers think, what teachers do, and what teachers are at the level of the classroom that ultimately shapes the kind of learning that young people get. Teachers should rely on their knowledge of their students, their subject matter, and their situation to identify the most appropriate instructional strategies.
What we do together as a district impacts what we are able to do in our classrooms. Building a shared understanding of what constitutes effective instruction as students progress through the curricula across the years is critical to our success.